Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. Today, we're going to get back on the RX-7 project a little bit. I've picked up a few parts, cleaned up a few parts, and still have to touch a few parts to get them ready. Originally, I had some Simmons 3-piece rims I was going to put on there, and in the fire they got kind of toasty warm, so ruined the finish on them. Thankfully, it didn't ruin the rim, but it did ruin the finish. So, in this video, I'm going to show you where I start and where we go. So stick around. Alright, as I was saying, this episode, we're doing some rims. Here they are here. You can see that got a little warm. All it did is tarnish the finish. It didn't actually do any damage to the rim. It's still round. No problems. Not warped or nothing. You can see how they do come apart. Like I said, they're a Simmons 3-piece rim. The only downside is I did lose all the hardware to bolt everything together. So I do need to find some new bolts for that. But I was going with kind of like a dark, almost a dark gunmetal metallic. And I was going with gold centers. But this time, with the change of everything, if you saw the videos that I did the shocks in, it was a flat phantom bronze with a satin black. That's what color we're doing the centers. We got the two upper shock mounts here, or not shock mounts, spring mounts. They're going to be done up in the phantom bronze, and then we have our centers here that are also going to be done in that phantom bronze as well. And then we're going to get to work on doing these and see if we can't get them back together, get some tires on them, and I'll be just that much closer to getting the RX-7 on the road. So stick around. I'm going to put stuff in the oven. I'm also going to tape off here. That way, when these go back together, there won't be any air leaks. And let's see if we can make these look better. Alright, we have these RX-7 rims all prepped. I sprayed a outgas forgiving primer on them. That's all flowed, smoothed out. So now we're going to get spraying the phantom bronze on the rims themselves. As you can see, I've already sprayed some on the upper shock mount. mode. And he'll get ready to spray some clear onto them. So stick around, we'll be right back. Alright, we are back. We're going to get ready to spray some of the flat clear onto these rim pieces. As you can see, we'll get a better picture after. But as you can see, they are currently bronze. They have a little shine to them, but nothing huge. So we're going to get the clear coat put on them and get them custom looking just like the others. Just like the shocks are. Stick around, we'll be right back. Hey YouTube, we're back again. As you can tell, it's a nice sunny day out here. We're continuing on with some of the RX-7 stuff. As you saw in some of our other videos, we got the rims started, working on them. At the same time, I'm also coating up some springs. Picked up these Race and Beat springs for the first generation RX-7. As you can see, I've already started on sandblasting that one clean. That's kind of what they look like before. The paint, everything's peeling off them. And the red just didn't work for the color scheme I'm using, so it had to go. So we're changing it up, making a different color. So stick around, I'm going to finish sandblasting on these. We'll get them in the oven, get them primed, get them coated, and hopefully get this front shocks put together, get the rims put together, and start putting stuff on the car. So stick around, we'll be right back. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around. We just finished up sandblasting on these Mustang rims. You can also see I've got some coil springs there. They are going on my RX-7. They're going to be powder coated. You'll see them in another video. They were red, they're Race and Beat springs. But for right now, we're going to focus on these. You see I got the inside of the barrels done. Do along the lips. The face, obviously. So now, we're going to get these put in the oven. Outgas them, get some primer on them, coat them up, and to show you the end result. Stick around, here we go. Alright, here we are getting ready to spray these RX-7 springs. As you can see, I've already got the primer to them. They're no gas forgiving primer like I sprayed on the other ones. So we're going to get these sprayed and see what they look like after. And see if we can start getting the RX-7 back together a little bit more. So here we go. Hey everyone, here we are again on the RX-7. We're just about finished putting together the front shocks. I had to find new coil spring inserts for here. What I did, here's the one good one I did have. You can see it's got some cracks here and there. It's not the greatest. With all the work I'm putting into this, I really didn't want to go and put used pieces back in if I didn't have to. So what I did is I got doing some searching and I found the part number for these, which came back to part of a Ford number, and it was FA01-34-012. So then I got looking and I found that the second generation RX-7, they had almost the same part number. It was FB01. So I said, well, let's order it up. They're only $18 each. Let's see what happens. When they came in, they were obviously much larger than needed. So I cut out about a 2.5-inch section out of the second generation one, and it shrunk down, and it fits right inside there, just like it's supposed to. And everything seats together perfectly. So I went with that. So now I have that. Now I can start putting this whole front end back together. So this video's, I'm going to finish off putting this shock together, get the other one put together, and then the next video you see will be them going in the car. So hang tight for a minute, we'll be right back. Alright, we're still here. I just tightened down this nut. I put some oil inside the shock tube, help with the cooling of the insert. So now, let's put a spring in place. And these are the Racing Beat lowering springs that, depending on what videos you saw, you probably saw me powder coating them. Yeah, so that's all lined up like it needs to be. Then we put this in here. And then we put the top hat back on, or the mounting plate. There, the bolt on this one here for the top plate is a 22 millimeter. Let's see if we can't get it somewhat tight here. And got headphones on, might want to turn the volume down. There. And we'll finish tightening up everything once it's in the car itself. There. And that's snugged up. Everything's in place. And there we have it. Freshly rebuilt, ready to go front shock. I've also got front seals, bearings, inner and outer for the shaft. But they will go on later. I got to put some grease on this shaft because it's going to be a couple weeks, I'm sure, before I get everything fully reassembled back there. So I'm going to go reassemble the other one. And until next time, like I said, next video, I'm probably going to be putting these back in the car. And hopefully I'll have the rims put back together. and get them put on there, so that way you can at least get the front end put back on the ground. So if you like this video, you want to see more, you want to see where this car is going, stick around, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, tell me what you think so far. As I kind of guessed on the color a little bit, I was just kind of playing around with the powder coating, and decided to go with the flat bronze here. Let me know what you think of that if you do, or even the color combination of the satin black and the bronze. As you saw in part of this video, or another one, you might have seen the faces of the rims that I'm doing. They're 3-piece Simmons rims. They're 15-inch. So I'm just waiting on some hardware to show up for them so I can finish putting them together. So like I said, next video you'll see this. So these will be going in the car and be one step closer to getting it on the road. So till next time, go hit that subscribe button, stay warm, keep it loud.